not fun to watch if you're really either side, honestly. As a Georgia fan, I was not pleased offensively. I really feel that if JT Daniels was a starter in this game, I don't think it would have been 34-7. I think it would have been a lot worse. But, it is what it is. You guys hate Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen now falls to 2-7. You'd rather have Scott Frost. Wow. Dan Mullen now falls to 2-7 in the last 9 games against Power 5 teams. That is terrible. That is hard to explain. Wide receivers, it's hard against these Georgia defensive backs. But, yeah, Jacob Copeland, believe it or not, Jacob Copeland had 2 catches in this game. Before this game against UGA, in his past 3 attempts, he had like 4 targets for 0 catches. So at least he caught some passes in this game. But, yeah, Dan Mullen really – it seemed like he was really targeting the slot wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs in this game. Let's see. Let me count out how many. Slot wide receiver had 1. Here's a running back. Here's 6, 10, zipper. So 12 out of 22 of the passes were caught by tight ends, running backs, and slot wide receivers. So, and that's what I said on the other video. I expected him to target a lot of those 3. We lost to Kentucky. We lost to Florida. We lost to Alabama. So Georgia still hasn't played anybody. Gosh. But, yeah, Georgia wins 34-7 in a game in which Georgia got outgained by 1 yard. Florida's offense was on the field for, I think, 20-something more plays than Georgia. That's 52. No, it was 74. Wow. So, yeah, 22 plays. Florida had the ball more than Georgia offensively. So it just is what it is with that. Penalties weren't so much of a factor in this game. It was really those 3 turnovers. The difference in this game for Florida was those 3 turnovers. But, hey, Florida was able to produce 3 turnovers in this game too, and they just got, I think, 0 points out of it, if I'm not mistaken. Florida had an interception. No, Florida was able to get a touchdown after the terrible interception by Stetson Bennett. Made no sense why he threw that pass. Again, both those interceptions were in double coverage. I don't understand the thinking of that. Yeah, that's just George trolling. Georgia, you can't sit here and tell me Georgia hasn't played anybody when Georgia is top 3 in strength of record and top 5 in strength of schedule. So, and that's that. I mean, just look who Georgia has played. Come on. Alabama and whoever Georgia plays in the playoffs will steamroll them. Alabama. Oh, okay. So I don't think anybody is good enough to blow out Georgia. I think there are only 2 teams. In my personal opinion, from what I've seen, there's only 2 teams that could beat UGA, and that's Ohio State and Alabama. I don't think Michigan could. I don't think Michigan State could. I don't think Oklahoma could. I sure as heck don't think Cincinnati could. But I think Alabama and Ohio State could beat UGA. Could. If Stetson Bennett was starting, I'd be super worried against either one of those teams. I really hope. I really hope not. But hiring Mullen was a mistake, and we can't put up with that again. We need to get the right guy. Well, if you look at the last 3 head coaches that you've had, they've all in their last or second to last year had 4-8 seasons. Florida's 4-4. And what happened if you go back to Muschamp and McElwain, what happened in those last seasons? Well, after the UGA game, Florida went on a huge losing streak. Go back to 2013, Muschamp's second to last year, I think. Yeah, it was his second to last year. Florida came into that game 4-3. Georgia was like 4-3 too. Georgia won. Florida ended up losing to an FCS team and finished the year 4-8. Go back to 2017, McElwain's last year. Florida was 4-2 because they had a cancellation. Or no, they were 3-2, right? Something like that. They ended up going on a huge losing streak after UGA and finishing the year 4-7. Could that happen this year with Mullen? If listen, if Mullen finishes the year 4-8, it just is what it is. UGA plays who they have on their schedule. UGA's top 5 in strength of schedule. So saying they haven't played anybody is insane. We are opening a brand new $250 million facility for next year's football. We should win 5 national titles. Yeah. There's no excuse for losing. Does Nick Saban have a kid? Okay. Dan Mullen is a traitor. I think he's placed that on the other team before every game. Place bets. I love George. George is funny on the Uncle Lou on the Uncle Lou live streams. If you ever catch them, I always like listening to George.